Let's start out with Georgia's secondary. Strong group, young group, but a lot of experience yet to be had, I should say, but a lot of talent is what I meant to say. With Malachi Starks, Javon Bullard back there, he's looking as healthy as he can be after a little bit of a speed bump early on in the year. But Dalen Everett was asked, and Kirby Smart was as well, about teams picking on Everett. And I wonder with Vandy's quarterback situation a little shaky, if the Dogs, I don't want to call it a rest because better never rests, but I wonder if the Dogs might have a little bit of an easier time this week than they'll have the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'll start with that. And I think Everett being opposite of Kamari Lassiter is that guy that's just getting, people are throwing at him because, last week Kentucky went about 3 times at Kamari Lassiter, and you just don't see it that much. And I don't think they got one completion on the right in front of him, but certainly Dalen Everett is getting targets, and he's had a couple of penalties, a couple of times where he didn't get his head around, but that's a first-year starter off a kid that really, really highly recruited, big time battle for him. And I'm certainly confident in Dalen Everett, and I think every single game he has to get more comfortable. And as we get, past this week, we get into that bye, and I'm not sure that Florida's passing game would really kind of worry you, but you're going to get into a stretch of Missouri, Ole Miss, and Tennessee, and everybody in that secondary, everybody is going to get tested. But no worries for me right now, but I certainly understand why Dalen Everett is kind of getting mentions because people don't throw at Kamari Lassiter for a reason.
What are you seeing back there, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm with Rusty. I think, I'm not worried right now. I feel like, Kamari Lassiter was that guy last year, and the year before a little bit. And just, we get to the point of the year where you don't consider these guys whatever class they are anymore. We're over halfway through the season now. So he's been out there. He's been comfortable. He's a good football player. You see some of this stuff for the first time and it may get you. He's coming around in some of these same types of looks the second and third time. So I don't think, it's anything to worry about. I mean, I'm sure he'll give up a play or two here or there. I mean, that's going to happen. But, I think he's done a good job, even, for being a first-year guy.
I think all three of us agree. Remember that a couple of years ago, everybody's like, damn, Tyson Campbell, every game they go get Tyson Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
And, in the second year, Tyson Campbell didn't get any action because he got, you're opposite of Eric Stokes for a little while. Certainly Tyson Campbell got thrown at it. You fast forward 3 years from now, and Tyson Campbell is just locking folks down in the NFL. So, that's kind of the MO. It's situational. It's one-on-one. It's almost that basketball side of football on the edge, one-on-one. And one thing you guys will probably agree with me, Georgia's going to play man-to-man. So you're going to get, you're going to get a lot of those one-on-ones. And right now, Dalen Everett is the new guy on the block. But for me, no concerns. But we'll dig a little deeper into that. But as we get down the line and we start playing Georgia starts playing these teams that are 4 or 5 wide and outside the numbers, specifically Ole Miss and Tennessee, they're going to require all 5 guys, maybe 6 guys in that dime to cover, and they're going to find the one guy. They'll stack you in formation outside those numbers, and they're going to find a guy if they feel like can't run or those types of things. So I'm very interested. I want to dig in this secondary thing just a little deeper than I usually do. I'm very interested in how Georgia plays. I know Julian Humphreys is that next guy, but I'm interested to see if Jonel Aguero, how they get him in the mix, because that's a bigger kid that can run. Obviously, he's a true freshman. So where is he at? How much will he play this week? Because I think that's going to tip you a little bit on where they think they are with him. Can he help at that star some and go down the line and going into that bye week? So if Georgia handles business as they should this weekend, I'm interested to see how those guys get worked in, especially on defense and especially the next secondary guys.
Kirby Smart said in his presser yesterday what he's looking for specifically is more depth. You're always looking for more depth. It just means getting guys healthier and getting guys developed, like you said, Rusty, like Jonel Aguero, getting ready and getting better as the year goes on. He got in early in some of those blowouts, so that was encouraging to see. And the bye week can typically shake some things up. Kirby's also looking for the secondary to disguise better, tackle better, and punch out more balls. And I thought that was interesting, too. to learn that the Dogs use a point system for their players to not just go for the strip, but also force fumbles and recover fumbles. That's really something they're working on this year.
Yeah, when you look at some of the things, Wes, I'm sitting there thinking about him saying that, and some of the things I really watched the secondary. And some of the things you see with them, Malachi Starks and those guys, they're this close to getting those turnovers. They're reading plays and those type of things. So when I look at Georgia as a whole, and I see what's the next step for these guys, I think it's depth in the secondary. I think it's depth on the edge, and I think it's being able to create those turnovers.